Took legal action after neighbor harmed my cat in my yard. Hi all, I'm a 34F and I live with my cat Luna and my son. Luna has always been a bit of an explorer. She's a sweet, affectionate cat who mostly stays in my garden but sometimes hops over our fence into other yards. She's never caused any trouble, and honestly, I assumed my neighbors were okay with it too. Then, last week, I came home to find Luna lying on the kitchen floor, barely moving. I panicked, grabbed her, and rushed to the vet. They ran a series of tests and told me she'd been poisoned, likely with a harmful substance. I couldn't believe it. The vet was able to save her, thankfully, but she was still very weak when I brought her back home, and I was both relieved and furious. Once we got home, I decided to check our garden's security cameras to see if I could figure out what happened. That's when I saw my neighbor, who I barely know, mind you, sneaking into my yard. I watched in disbelief as he poured something into Luna's water bowl. My heart sank. I was so angry and hurt that I went straight over to his house, knocked on his door, and confronted him. At first, he denied everything, saying things like, "It's not my fault if your cat goes where it shouldn't, and maybe you should keep her inside if you're that concerned." I told him I had video evidence, and he just shut the door in my face. I felt completely betrayed, and honestly, the thought of him doing something like this again scares me, not just for Luna, but for my son too. So I decided to file charges against him for harming an animal. Now, some family